there, Patreon subscribers. Schleibaum here coming at you with some more exclusive content. Today we are going to open up the Godless Prophets and the Migrant Flora record, the actual files from the record, and we are going to play around with them and just show you some really exclusive behind-the-scenes footage, files, if you will, the master tapes as they exist in 2020, and just give you a little producer's pack. So here you go. This is Godless Prophets and the Migrant Flora. The first thing you need to know about Godless Prophets and the Migrant Flora is that we recorded it in Pro Tools. We are going to be opening it up in Pro Tools 10, but I believe my computer also opens it up in Pro Tools 11. I'm not doing anything fancy here. I wanted to open this up the most simple way possible so that you all can see that if you have Pro Tools or you have something similar to this, you really can make amazing records. I mean, Kurt Ballou, who produced the record, he had a killer studio. He had a lot of, mic pre's and awesome mics and a killer room and a really great ear. So, yeah, there's a lot of talent there. And as you can see, there's not a lot of plugins. I've kind of turned everything off. I'm going to scroll down here, and everything is sort of grouped. And what I've got first here grouped in yellow is the drums. So let's go in here and take a closer look at the drums. Another thing that's kind of cool, look, if you go up here, you've got all the names of the songs. So Kurt did the entire record in one session, which is not a normal move, I would say, for someone who's recorded a lot on Pro Tools. Normally, we would record each song in a different folder, and then each song would have a different folder that kind of went with it and different settings for each song. But Kurt, I think his viewpoint was this was more of a tape machine, and he was laying it all out, just recorded it all out so we could see it in one place. And I like that style because here we can see it all. And he's also edited a lot of the drums. A lot of the noise has been edited out of the drums here. As you see, look, all these are tom hits that have been edited, all the noise. So you have, we can walk through the mix here real quick. Let's go to the mix, and I'm going to pull that up for you. So here we go. Wow, we have a lot of tracks. Here's our drums. A couple of drum overdubs over here. A couple of rooms. China, splash, hat, a couple floor mics, a snare bottom and a snare top, a couple different kick mics. He took a lot of options. So let's go ahead and listen to a groove. Let's go back to the edit window and go ahead. I like to start over here at the beginning, over here at Blue. What do we got? Oh, it's a Crushing Death. These names. Okay, Blue Dream. Let's just start with this first groove here, here. I'm gonna jam. Let's jam this thing. What you're looking at is these are separate hits happening. So that gets you kind of an idea of what's going on here. Let's go ahead and find a part of the album where I can really show you some cool things about the drum options we have here. I thought this would be cool to go to the single. What was that? What was the? It's it's called Nomads. So hold on, it's over here. Here it is. Let's see what's going on here. Here we go. Go ahead and check out some of the rooms he's got going. Big room. Close room. I like that big room. Also, what else has he got going on over here? We can go ahead and let's hear the, go ahead and hear the kick. That's it. Pretty simple. Just 2 mics. And then we'll bring in the snare. Mics. That's a little bit of the rattle. Then we got some toms coming in a minute, I'm sure. Add in the hi-hat here. Now here's our overhead. Let's listen to some toms. Oh, I guess he's not going to play any for us, so this is... I think there's a big fill coming up here. And then here we go with the overhead. Go ahead and add the rest of this magic in. There you go, that's the drum sound kicking. Just drums. Let me give you a little taste of the bass. Now, I know Aaron was really excited about this part of the album right here because it was really hard to do. So I thought I would showcase it completely soloed. I'm sure he's going to be excited about that. But anyway, Aaron, I love you, and this is cool. This is for educational purposes anyway. So here we go, everyone. This is a really cool, hard part, and this will give you an idea what's going on the bass. So real quick, in the mix here, if we go to the mix, we've got, all right. We've got a couple things going with the bass. We've got a bass DI, a bass sub, and then I guess 2 amps that he had going on. Something has verb on here. I'm not sure, but looks like he had a decimator plug-in, something on there. But still, that's a lot of tracks for the bass, but it kind of makes a nice blend. And again, I don't have the full sound juiced up here, but here we go. Here's a little bit of Aaron playing the bass solo on one of the more intricate parts of it. So I think this song has a really fun drum and bass groove by itself. So here you go. I'm going to play you a little bit of this. This song is In the Name of Us All. Here, check out some more rhythm section grooves. Okay, so now that we've gone through the rhythm section, here we go. Let's talk about guitars, and I'm just going to take it straight to the center. And I want to start with the guest solo, actually, from my original guitar teacher. His name was John Conley. He still teaches lessons in Fairfax, Virginia, and he is a great guy. And he, to this day, is still one of the best guitar players I've ever seen. And John has actually helped us co-compose a lot of solos over the years. I mean, he's my original guitar teacher, and he's always been in my corner, and he's always helped, and he's really, really good, and he's really, really versed in shredding and the knowledge of shredding and everything from like the 80s to how everything's evolved, and he has a great ear and a great feel. So we finally wanted to give him his guest spot. And if you can imagine, he's a really, really talented and also really intense. So he took a long time with his solo, and it is definitely one of the hardest to play solos, Darkest Hour guitar parts ever. So I want to play it for you totally solo. This is the solo from Timeless Numbers, which is also called The Verdict, and it is by John Conley, not the John Conley by Seven Us, but the real John Conley, our John Conley, and you'll know who he is when you hear the solo. So check it out. Here we go. I'm going to play it for y'all right here. I mean, bet you can't play that. John has been part of the Darkest Hour story and will continue to be. And so he brought forth this monster of a solo. And now you all need to get our tab book and try to figure out how to play this thing. Because, man, this thing is a slamming solo. Okay, so now it's my turn to be on the chopping block. And here we go. Here's the first solo on the record. This is my solo. I'm going to play it for you totally dry. It might not be totally dry because we may have tracked it with actual effects on, but this is just the two tracks that are on the album right here are the two mics, as you can see. And then there's just a whole bunch of drums and bass, some vocal tracks. This song doesn't really have a lot extra. If we zoom out, it's got like another lead right here. It's probably some octaves happening. But anyway, let's zoom in right here, and here you go with my little lead, little homage to Dave Mustaine, Dimebag, all wrapped up in one. This right here, this is the man, Chris Norris from the earlier Darkest Hour records, came up and he recorded this at God City with us. He was there with us chilling, and you can see it's the same colors because it's on the same track as that last solo I played you. It's like the same guitar, probably the same day. I think he was using my Washburn dime guitar, which is weird for Chris, but here it is. Check out this solo. This is the man, Chris Norris, man. I love this solo. I know that this lead is really special to Lone Star, so I just want to show you this one as well. This is from This Is the Truth, and this is a super cool lead. Here we go. Check it out. Now that we're done geeking out about guitars, let's talk about vocals. And I'll tell you, I'm always impressed by John Henry. First thing I want to show you is there's no more than 5 vocal tracks total. And this yellow one up here, that's John. That's mainly John. That's what he would sing live. And then we've got a couple backup tracks just filling it out. Some little bit of melodic singing or doubled up. Now, nothing has reverb. Nothing has any effects on it right now. So I'm not going to try to play you anything that's super melodic because that might seem real harsh. But I do think that the way he screams sounds just so cool. So I want to go to the last song of the album, and there's a lot of cool effects that I want to talk about too, but the vocals on this one are really cool. So what I want to do is I want to zoom in here to where John sings, and I just want to kind of solo the vocals for a minute. Check this out. This is Savage. Here we go.
Beyond the reaches of 1,000 rising suns, your God won't save you now. Your God always was infected, plagiaristic, simple to understand. No obligation, the true nature of the land. To fight, terrorize, devil innocence. A celebrated life, a celebrated tomb. I'm locked away, I'm cast aside, stared into the emptiness, a vacant heart, a vacant mind. Now I can see it clear, into the overgrown.
Here is another highlight from the record, the instrumental Widow's Walk right here. And as you can see, it's not that many tracks. Is that it? Is that it? Wow. Oh, wait, look at, there's something else down there. We got to bring him in there. Don't hide from us, buddy. And then, okay. So let's go ahead and check out this instrumental, Super Raw. Here we go. One of Aaron Deal's special contributions to the record was the unique noise kind of soundscapes thing he sort of added here and there. It's not just drums, guitars, vocals, and bass. It's also a little bit of magic back there. So the end of this album is pretty special, and I don't know, we liked it a lot. So I wanted to showcase it here at the end. And here it is stripped down so you can hear the intro. And I just want to say, as I was going through this, I found these tracks, and this right here, this was an alternative intro to the song that is still on the in the session, if you will, and it's muted because we decided to go with the version we had here. And actually, the original version of the song, the intro, was just the clean guitar part right here, none of this magic that Deal added. But here's the intro stripped down as it is on the album now. listen to the alternative intro that was a lot more Blacken-esque, if you will. Here we go, alternative intro. Hope you enjoyed this trip into the digital vault. I'm sure I didn't cover everything you guys want to see, so leave that in the comments and we'll try to get back to it. But I just wanted to get this conversation started. We'd never done anything like this before, or let anyone see anything like this before, so we had to start somewhere, and here we are at the Patreon. So thank you for your subscription. Thank you for being involved as we navigate these tough times and we stay a band and we continue to make album number 10. We can't thank you all enough. So until we have more music and more content, thank you and cheers from DC.